Okay, we are live. So, hey everyone, welcome to Practically We Bring Learning Alive. So, as you're aware that we are through this term to one-shot series, correct? So, in today's session of mathematics, we will be studying about constructions and probability. I know these are two very different chapters, but according to the CBSE syllabus, many portions of both of them have been reduced, correct? So, these are actually very small chapters. So, I have combined these both chapters in one session so that it would be easier for you to go through and also will complete two topics or two chapters in one go. Okay. So yes, I hope I'm audible enough. Okay. Yes. Hi Pratik. Hi Supriya. So could you please type yes in the comments if I'm audible enough so that I can proceed with today's session? All right. Okay. So let us see once the schedule which we are like for 6 to 8 p.m. for class 9. So this is the class 9 schedule. Today is 18th February and we are going through constructions and probability, correct? So next there is structure of the atom on 21st Feb, 22nd there is work and energy, and on 23rd there is surface area and volume. So 23rd would be our last class for one shot. Okay. Next. Coding for class 9 time slot is from 8 to 9:30 p.m. and these are the topics you would be studying in the coding classes, computer science classes. So I hope you have taken screenshot or you have noted it down. Let me just go through what I will be covering today. Okay. So we will, in this topic of constructions, in the chapter of constructions, we will be seeing construction of bisectors of line segments, construction of angles 30 degrees, 45 degrees and also 60 degrees, construction of a triangle given its base angle and sum or difference of the other two sides. Okay. So these are the different cases we will be going through. And in the chapter of probability, we will see the introduction to probability, a theoretical approach and also application problems on probability. So we will be seeing about a role of when you roll a dice, when you toss a coin, or the case of deck of cards, correct? So I hope it's clear. So let's begin. Construction of perpendicular bisector of line segment. So first for this, let us draw a line segment. So ignore my drawing. Please use a ruler when you are drawing, or when you are drawing anything related to geometry. Please use compass box like ruler, protractor, compass and all. Okay. So I have a line segment. Now I have to draw a perpendicular bisector to it. What do I have to do? First thing, take your compass, measure more than half of length AB. What do you have to measure? More than half the length of AB. So it would be around this, correct? And take that radius, A as center, cut an arc here and here. That is both sides of the line segment AB. With the same radius, do not disturb the compass. With the same radius, B as a center, that is, place the needle of the compass at B and draw an arc like this, where it intersects the previous arcs, correct? So just name this as X, name this as Y, the intersection point of the arcs, correct? Now if you join this, let me just use another color. So let us join this. So if I join this, and let me name this intersection point as O. So angle XOB is equals to 90 degrees. So by this, all the angles at the point O are 90 degrees, correct? This is what is meant by perpendicular. But what is bisector? The line XY divides AB into exactly two halves. So what does this mean? AO is equals to OB, right? So XY is perpendicular to AB. And also AO is equals to AOB. So what does this mean? This is a perpendicular bisector to the line AB. Alright. I hope it is clear, but then we have to see the steps of construction, correct? Once let us go through it. Taking A and B as centers and radius more than half AB. Always remember, you have to take radius more than half of AB. Draw arcs on both sides of the line segment. Of course, we did the same thing, correct? Next, let these arcs intersect each other at P and Q. But here we have taken X and Y. You can take any variables which you feel convenient, correct? Next, Let PQ intersect AB at point M, then line PMQ is the required perpendicular bisector of AB. So here what is the required perpendicular bisector? XOY. So XOY is the required perpendicular bisector of AB. Right? Yes. Hi Prateek. How are you? Alright, so this is about drawing a perpendicular perpendicular bisector of the line segment. And again, I'm telling this won't be your direct question in your exam, okay? The applications of these will be doing in the further constructions, like, you know, one side is given, base is given, base angle is given, and some of the other two sides is given. So in that constructions or difference of two sides is given, we would be needing to draw the perpendicular bisector of the given line. So that is the reason we will be just recalling what is a perpendicular bisector, and we will also see how to construct 60 degrees, 30 degrees, 75 degrees and 90 degrees, and also we will see how to bisect an angle. Okay? Alright, so this is the first case, that is perpendicular bisector of line segment. Now next, construction of bisector of a given angle. So how do we do it? Okay, first let me just draw a line segment XY. Okay, and I will take a protractor. I'll randomly take some angle. Okay, so assume like this is some 80 degrees. Okay, this is, and let us name this as P. Correct? So this is my angle, right? Okay, so at x-axis center I have just cut an arc. This is my angle. Now what do I have to do? Name this M and N. Okay, again, whatever you are bisecting, always remember you have to take the radius more than half of Mn. What do you have to take? More than half of Mn. So take radius, I mean with the compass, place your needle of the compass at point M. Take more than half Mn. So somewhere here, right? So cut an arc here with the same radius. Do not disturb the compass. Now place the needle of the compass at N and draw an arc which intersects the previous arc, and name this point as A. You can name anything. Okay, so now just join XA, and if you want you can extend it as well and name this some B. So now what will happen? Angle XAB is a line segment which bisects the angle MN. Correct? So what is meant by bisecting? I have already told, it is nothing but dividing into two equal halves. Correct? So when XA is a line segment which divides the angle like angle PXY into two equal halves, what does this mean? Angle PXA or PXB, anything you can take, PXB. Okay, just let me rewrite this. Yes, so angle PXB is equals to angle BXY. Correct? It is nothing but bisecting. So this angle will be equals to this angle now. So whenever you hear or see the term bisecting, make sure you are taking the radius more than half of the length. Okay? Lakshmana Prabhu, what are the applications of angle bisector? Alright, so in your question it may be given like, given the base BC is equals to 7 centimeters, angle B equals to 75 degrees, and you should use only compass and ruler to draw it. You shouldn't use the protractor to construct 75 degrees. What would you do? How would you construct 75 degrees with a compass? Right? So this is one of the applications where we will be using the concept of angle bisector. Okay? How? Let me just give you an example. Okay? Now I want to construct 75 degrees. Correct? What will I do? First I'll construct 60 degrees. Or just take an arc, then I'll construct 90 degrees, right? So in the middle of 60 and 90, what will I get? 75, correct? So I am bisecting this angle. So somewhere around here, I will be getting 75 degrees. So this is one of the applications of angle bisector. Because in the question, you know, in the board exams when you're giving, they might ask using ruler and compass. So if you use protractor, they would obviously know, right? They would obviously like, array, they have used the protractor to construct 75 degrees. I'm just like cutting the mark. So that is why we are studying the angle bisector. I hope it's clear. Good. Okay. Next. So same thing, steps of construction. So you can just go through it. I have already explained it. So whatever you do, you just write in the form of steps of construction, because I'm sure that even steps of construction has some specific marks in your exam, right? All right, next, construction of 60 degrees angle. So I'm like very curious to know, do everyone of know how to construct a 60 degrees? It's like the most easiest thing, I guess. So, right, and who have seen the 10th class, I guess, constructions, they will also probably know it's super easy, correct? So here we have a ray AB. Okay, we have a ray AB. So what do we have to do? Take any radius, any convenient radius. So any convenient radius. So what is meant by any convenient radius? You need not measure something of like a particular length or something. You can just any convenient radius. Now place the needle of the compass at point A and draw an arc. Alright, I have drawn an arc. Now it's an important step. Do not change the radius of the compass. Keep it as it is. Now place the needle of the compass here at point P and again draw an arc which cuts the previous arc. Now let's name the intersection point of these two arcs to be capital N or any other, alright, or any other variable or letter you want. Now just join AN and you can extend this AN and name this as Y or something. So now this is the required angle of 60 degrees. Isn't it easy? Right? So construction of 60 degrees is one of the most easiest constructions we have or we do, right? Now, I'll say only using ruler and compass, construct the angle of 30 degrees. Can you all do it? Just type in the comments. Can we just draw or construct 30 degrees without the use of protractor? Of course we can. How are we going to do it? I just give nothing. You have to just construct 30 degrees without using protractor. So just comment how would you do it? How it is come. Okay. So we will see the pratik. So here listen, okay. This is A, right? AB is a ray. Yeah, so you have given yes, very good. Lakshmana Prabhu says, yes ma'am, using angle bisector. Very good Lakshmana Prabhu, that's exactly correct. Why? Because when you bisect an angle of 60 degrees, very good Pratik, bisect 60 degree angle, very good. So we have to bisect 60 degree angle to construct 30 degrees. So now what do I have to do? I have to take more than half of PN and cut an arc. So I am also showing you here 30 degrees as well. So take more than the radius more than half of PN, cut an arc here with the same cut an arc like this. Name this as C. Now join AC. You can also extend it, no issues, and this angle is 30 degrees. This angle is also 30 degrees. So we have bisected a 60 degree angle. Correct? Yes. Alright. So what do we have next? We have just steps of construction. Okay. Now I'll just erase this and we will do the 90 degrees angle. Okay. So let me just erase all of this. So yes. So I'll clearly show you now how to draw 90 degrees as well. Okay. So what is the first step again? To construct even 90 degrees. we need to start with the basic 60 degree, okay? So let me just erase this P also. All right. So again, take some convenient radius using your compass and draw an arc. So let us assume the arc is like this. Now name this intersection point as P. Now do not change the radius of your compass, keep it as it is. Now place the needle of your compass at point P and draw the arc. So if I join this would be 60 degrees, correct? But do I want 60 degrees? No, I am doing 90 degrees. So no need to draw a line and make it complex, okay? Now with the same, let us extend this arc. Now with the same radius, this as center, N as center, cut an arc. Name this as M, okay? Now, if I join AM, that would be 120 degrees. That is double of 60 degrees, correct? So this is 120, this is 60. What would be the angle bisector of 90 and 120? Sorry, 60 and 120? Comment. What would be the angle bisector of 60 degree and 120 degree? Come on, find it. So I'm waiting for your answers. Hey Shabana, hi. 30 and 60. Lakshmi Prabhu is not 30 and 60. How would you get 30 and 60? I'm asking what would be the bisector of exactly this. Alright. So this is 60, correct? And this is 120. So 60 plus 120 by 2. So in between I want, right? It's okay, Prateek, I'm explaining. Alright. So bisector of these in between angle. So 180 by 2. So 90 degrees. Correct? So now I have to bisect this MN so that I would get 90 degrees somewhere in between or exactly half. Correct? So now again, do not change the radius of your compass. Then N as center, draw an arc. M as center, draw an arc. Name this point as O. Now join OA. This is 90 degrees. Okay? Yes, very good. So this is how we construct 90 degrees angle. So what is the first step we have done? 60 and okay, Lakshmi Prabhu, no issues. It's fine. We all make mistakes. There is nothing to be sorry about. So it's better that you have to learn from your mistakes, correct? This is the thing I've been telling even from NTSC sessions, I guess. So yeah, it's fine. I know that bisector, you have given the correct answer for 120 degrees bisector as 60 degrees, which is correct. So again, let us just recall it, okay? What did we do to construct 90 degrees? Take some convenient radius, draw an arc. This is P, P as center, again draw an arc, this is N. So if you join AN, that would be 60 degrees. But do not join. Now again, N as center, draw an arc, name this point as M. Again, M as center, draw an arc here, N as center, draw an arc. Name the intersection of the arcs as O. Now join OA. So this angle, that is angle OAB, is equals to 90 degrees. Okay. Now I have a question for all of you, okay? We have 90 degrees, but can I construct 45 degrees without using protractor? Can I do it? I want you all to reply whether you can do it. Of course you can do it. Very good, Lakshmana Prabhu, by using angle bisector. Absolutely right. So when we know how to construct 90 degrees, we can obviously construct its bisector, correct? So if I bisect this, I would be getting what? 45 degrees. So same way we would be constructing 75 as well. Now let me tell you how I would be constructing 75. This is 60 degrees, correct? Just let me use another color so to avoid confusion. Yeah, so this is 60 degrees, the white one, okay? And the yellow, this is 90. What is 60 plus 90 by 2? That is in between these two, I have to get a angle, which is exactly in between 90 and 60. Let us find out. 90 plus 60 by 2. 150 by 2. That is 75 degrees. Now, let me just name this point as, what did we miss? D maybe? This is O, right? Okay, this is Z. Okay. Now, I have to bisect NZ. So, what is the first step? Take the radius more than half of NZ, cut an arc. Against Z as center, cut an arc. Name this point as D. Now, join AD. Let me again use different color. Join AD. Now, this green line which you are seeing, this angle is 75 degrees. So, angle DAB is 75 degrees. Okay. Now, you know 75. Can you construct bisector of 75? Of course, I can do. So, this is how you construct different angles without the use of protractor. Okay. You have to use ruler, of course. You have to use ruler and compass too, so as to construct few angles. So, what all angles did we learn now? 30 degrees we have seen, 60 degrees we have seen, 90 degrees we have seen, 120 degrees we have seen. Correct? This angle, if you join MA, so angle MAB is 120. So, we have seen 60, 30, 90, 120 and also 75. So, these are the few angles you would be needing for further constructions. Okay, I hope I'm clear with all of this. Let me move on to the next topic. So, these are the steps of construction. Please do follow it. Okay. Yes. Construction of triangles. Good evening, Dheeraj. How are you? Okay. So, for construction of triangles, what do we need? Let us see. So, here, to construct a triangle, given its base, a base angle and sum of the other two sides. Okay, absolutely fine. So, what are we given? Base angle and sum of the other two sides, correct? Base angle, other two sides. So, instead of taking variables and vertices, let us take an example so that it will be clear, okay? So, what is this? This is base, correct? Base is equals to 7 centimeters, that is BC. And what is the base angle? Angle B. So, angle B, that is nothing but base angle. How much is this? 75 degrees. Now, you know how to construct 75 degrees without using protractor, correct? So, you have to use in the same way. Until and unless it is not mentioned, you can use protractor, no issues. NS Lucky, hi, how are you? Okay, next AB plus AC. AB plus AC is 13 centimeters. This is nothing but sum of the other two sides, correct? So now we would be seeing, I'll play a video for you because I want you to understand construction clearly, because at present I have no instruments to show you, correct? I don't have a compass here to draw and show. So let us play a video and understand. So yes, just give me a minute. Yes. So, construct a triangle ABC in which BC equals to 7 centimeters, angle B is equals to 75 degrees and AB plus AC is equals to 13 centimeters. So, let us also see the steps of construction, okay? Right, given in triangle ABC, what is given? BC is equals to 7 centimeters, angle B equals to 75 degrees and AB plus AC is 13 centimeters. So, whatever construction it is, make sure that you write what are given, what are required, okay, or what do you have to do, so that it will be clear for you. Just a clearer picture, nothing else. To construct triangle ABC. Steps of construction. Draw the base BC 7 centimeters. So, what is the first step? Here you have drawn BC, that is 7 centimeters, which is nothing but the base. Next. At point B, make an angle XBC which is equals to 75 degrees. So, you can use ruler and compass, or you can also use protractor. I am not so sure, until and unless mentioned. So, yes, you have constructed 75 degrees. Next step, cut a line segment BD equal to AB plus AC. What is AB plus AC given to us? 13 centimeters. So just take the measurement of 13 centimeters using compass, B as center, cut an arc on BX. Okay. So this is BD. What is BD length? 13 centimeters. All right. Okay. Okay, so okay, I'm just okay, wait. Now, join DC and make angle DCY equals to BDC. So, measure this angle with the same angle, also draw this, okay? And join CAY. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now, triangle ABC is the required triangle. But do we also know the justification of it? We have to justify, right? Why are we doing in this way? So, let us see. Okay, there is some, wait. So let us see the justification now that we are done with construction. Yeah. Angle ACD equals to angle ADC. Okay, of course, by construction. AC is equals to AD. Of course, this angle is equals to this angle. So the sides opposite to are equal. Very simple. Then AB equals to BD minus AD. That is nothing but BD minus AC. Next, AB plus AC is equals to BD. That is nothing but 13 centimeters in this case. Correct? So this is the justification of what we are doing. Okay. So always remember, this is the case when base is given, base angle is given, and sum of the other two sides is given. Okay. So this is how you do a construction, and also these are the steps of construction. You can just go through it. And yes, so whenever you draw it, whenever you do a construction, please make sure you write steps of construction. Correct? Next, construction of triangles, same part, but there is a different case. What is it? Base is given, base angle is given, but difference of the other two sides is given. When we are considering difference of the other two sides, we again have two cases in it. First is AB minus AC or AC minus AB, correct? So the first case we are taking is, let AB is greater than AC, that is AB minus AC is given. So what is given? AB minus AC is given. Okay, sum may be, I'm just taking example 1.5 centimeters. Here AB is greater than AC. So these are the requirements to be known. This is the first case we will be checking. Okay, let us see how to construct. To construct a triangle given its base, base angle and the difference of the other two sides. Given AB is greater than AC, AB minus AC is given. To construct a triangle ABC in which BC equals to 8 centimeters, angle B equals to 45 degrees, and AB minus AC is 3.5 centimeters. So now, I'm sure we can construct 45 degrees, correct? Yes. See the steps of construction. Draw a line segment BC. So here we have taken line segment BC, taken 45 degrees, that is angle XBC is 45. Now BD is equals to 3.5 centimeters, which is nothing but the difference between AB and AC. So AB minus AC is 3.5 centimeters. So take that as is equals to BD and draw an arc which is a measure of 3.5 centimeters. Next, join DC. So after BD, which is 3.5 centimeters, just join this DC. Okay. What is the next step? Draw the perpendicular bisector LM of DC which intersects BX at A. So this is where the requirement of the perpendicular bisector, which we have studied in the first slide today, has come into use, correct? So this is why I say that we have to know the basic constructions. Alright, so now the perpendicular bisector is done. Next, what is the step? Join AC, then that is the required angle. So angle ABC is triangle ADC is the required triangle. And these are the steps of constructions which we have seen. Now we will also see the justification to it. Okay. So let me just start from justification. In triangle ADC, AD equals to AC. Okay. And A lies on the perpendicular bisector of DC because we have constructed it, correct? Next, BD equals to AB minus AD, which is nothing but 3.5 centimeters. BD equals to AB minus AC. So this is how you can also give the justification to what you have constructed. Okay. Next, again, this is one of the case, that is AB minus AC is given and AB is greater than AC, right? Next, so let me just give you one more case. What is the other case? AB is less than AC and AC minus AB is given. So let me write it. What is the case? AB is less than AC and AC minus AB is given. And the constant things which are nothing but base angle and base is given. Okay. Let us also check. This is the last construction. Okay. Then we will be moving into the chapter probability. So yes. Case 2. Given AB is less than AC, AC minus AB is given. Now let us take an example. To construct a triangle ABC in which BC equals to 6 centimeters, angle B equals to 60 degrees, and AC minus AB equals to 2 centimeters. Now we have base angle and also the difference. Now given BC equals to 6 centimeters, angle B equals to 60 degrees and AC minus AB is 2 centimeters. And what are we going to do? Construct a triangle. So what are the steps of construction? What is the first step? Draw the base. Always draw the base. So BC 6 centimeters. At the point B, make an angle XBC is equals to 60 degrees. Extend the line segment BX on the other side. So this is where you have to be very careful. Okay. Join this BX, fine, but you have to extend the ray BX to the other side. So here check this. SBX is a line. Correct? Let me tell you, extend the line segment BX on the other side. Towards the reverse side you have to extend. Now, we have to take AC minus AB, that is 2 centimeters as the length of BS. So what will be now the length of BS? BS will be equals to 2 centimeters. Okay, now let us see. Now BS is 2 centimeters. Next, join SC. Next, draw the perpendicular bisector LM of SC. So again you have to draw the perpendicular bisector. Let LM intersect BX at A. Join AC. So after you join AC, what happens? Triangle ABC is the required triangle. Correct? So now what do we have to do? We have to also see the justification, because I have seen when I have gone through the sample papers of few class 9, okay, I have seen that justify it. So, if it is given for 4 marks and you have to justify it, obviously that would carry 1.5 or 2 marks, correct? So, whenever you are doing a construction, make sure you also see the justification for it. That is, how do you justify the construction? So, yeah, let us just see the justification part. Okay, let me just start from justification. In triangle ASC, SC equals to AC, of course, because the angles are equal, right? Next, BS is equals to AS minus AB. Because we've already taken BS equals to AS minus AB, that is 2 centimeters. Right. So this is how you can justify your construction. Okay, I hope it's clear, because we have actually used our practically videos which are made by us here, and these are the constructions. So this is just 3 constructions you have. So just make sure you practice more problems of construction so as to be much aware of it. Because I don't think you'll be getting different problems, correct? You'll be given base angle, some more difference. It's like one type, that's it. So I know most of you are giving your term 2 or board exams right now, correct? So are you all having your board exams right now, class 9? Because last time when I've taken the session, you were telling you're having your exams from 28th or 22nd, if I'm not wrong. So yes, whoever are giving exams right now, wish you all the best, and who are going to give good, wish you all the best. Do practice well, okay? Now we are done with the topic of constructions. So what are we jumping into? Probability. So we will be going through the chapter of probability, which is one of my favorite topics, okay? So what is probability? We have been studying, right? Chance we have. Okay, Lakshmana Prabhu, you're in state board. Okay, so when are your exams? All right, because last time I've seen, that's the reason I've just asked you, as maybe few of them are giving and all. Okay, so what is probability? What is chance? What is likely outcome? What are all these terms? Let us just go one by one, okay? Let us take an example, okay? I have taken a coin and tossed it 500 times, and the frequencies of the outcomes were 245 times it was head and 255 times it was tail. Correct? Vinay Saroha. Okay, good to see a very new student. Welcome to practically classes. Welcome to my mathematics class. Okay. So, how many times did we get head? 245. Tail, we got 255 times. Correct? The empirical or experimental probability of getting a head is. So, again, study, I have tossed a coin 500 times. Okay. So 245 times I got head, 255 times I got tail. Now can you answer this question? What was the empirical or experimental probability of head? Come on, you can answer this, is very simple. I'm just waiting for your answers. Let us see. I'm curious to find out what answers are you giving. Because probability is one tricky chapter, correct? Very good. Very good, Lakshmana Prabhu. Keep it up. So it is 245 by 500. So probability of getting head in the experimental one is nothing but number of times it got head, that is 255, by number of times the coin was tossed. How many times the coin was tossed? 500 times. To 245 by 500 would be my probability of head. Correct? This is what experimental or empirical probability is. But have you heard somewhere theoretical probability? Probability, a theoretical approach. What exactly is theoretical probability? Let's see. What will the experimental probability of a head be if the experiment is carried on up to say 1 million times or 10 million times and so on? How would you predict it? So somewhere around 10 million times if you perform, maybe half of the times you would be getting a head, half of the times you would be getting a tail, correct? So as the number of tosses increases, the experimental probability of head or tail seems to be settling down around the number 0.5, that is 1 by 2, correct? So as soon like you start like 1 million times, you can't even count, correct? That's absurd. So when you keep on doing the experiment, increasing the number of times, somewhere around you will be getting 1 by 2 as the probability of head or a tail, correct? So in which we call this as a theoretical probability of getting a head or tail. Now what we'll do, we'll just take one coin. Take your coin, just give a toss. What are the outcomes you get? I have taken a coin, I have tossed it. What are the outcomes I get? Either head or tail, right? Or if it's like, if we are in a weird world or something, it would stand straight, but it would never, correct? Because you're not in a weird world. So, it would either land on head or on tail, correct? Yes, very good. H or T. So, H or T, that is head or tail. So, whenever we are going through the problems of coin, I'll be using representation of H for head, T for tail. Okay. Alright. Next. Probability, a theoretical approach. So just now we have did, right? I have tossed a coin. So I will be getting either head or tail. Correct. Now I have one more interesting question. So we are all playing a Ludo game. Okay. Not the phone one. Okay. I know now everyone is into video games and all. No. We'll set it. We'll keep a Ludo board and we are playing Ludo. So I want to roll a dice. Of course, I would be praying for 6, right? I want 6, I want second chance, but no, something I would land up. Now, what are the outcomes, likely outcomes when I roll a dice? What are the likely outcomes? Okay, likely outcomes when a dice is rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have you ever rolled a dice in some game? Did you ever play a board game, Snake and Ladders or Ludo? When I was a child, I played it. Okay. So these are the likely outcomes when you roll a dice. Correct? Next. So this is how we study what is a theoretical approach to probability. Yes, wow, good, very nice. So we can reasonably assume that each outcome, head or tail, is as likely to occur as the other, correct? Of course, the probability of getting head is 1 by 2, tail is also 1 by 2, so both are equal probability. We refer to this by saying that the outcomes head and tail are equally likely. What do we say? They are equally likely. Now, can you tell what are the equally likely outcomes when you roll a dice? When I'm saying equally likely outcomes, does the answer change? No, the equally likely outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why? Let me tell you. If I'm rolling a dice, I would really want it to land up on 6, because you know when you're playing something that has some extra chance or something, correct? So what is the probability that I'll be landing on 6? 1 by 6 only. And what is the probability that I'll be landing on 3? Again 1 by 6 only. So for every number on the dice, there is an equally likely. They are equally likely. So we say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are equally likely outcomes. Okay? Next. The theoretical probability, also called classical probability, of an event E written as P of E, is defined as number of outcomes favorable to E by number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. Of course, right? So let me just take an example. A dice is rolled, okay? A dice is rolled. Now I want to find the probability of an even number, okay? Probability of even number. Can you all tell me what is the probability of getting an even number? I'll wait, not for more time, just 15 seconds, 10 seconds. So a dice is rolled, we have to find the probability of getting even number. So first let us write the number of outcomes favorable to the event. What is the event here? Even numbers. So what are the favorable outcomes? Favorable outcomes are 2, 4 and 6. Correct? Very good. Lakshmana Prabhu has already given the answer 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Very good. Keep it up. And number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. What is the experiment I'm doing here? Rolling a dice. What are the possible outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? So number of all possible outcomes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of favorable outcomes are 3, correct? So probability of even number is equals to 3 by, what are total possible outcomes? There are 6. 3 by 6. In the simplest form, it would be 1 by 2. Correct. Very good. Done. Next. Here are some important points we have to remember. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. Of course, right? So, when I am telling that when I toss a coin, probability of head is nothing but 1 by 2. Probability of tail is nothing but 1 by 2. Now, when we add this 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, do we get 1? Of course, do we get 1. Why? Because the sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. Okay? Next, probability, if this is 1, probability of event not happening is equals to 1 minus probability of event happening. Of course, right? Next, the probability of an event which is sure or certain to occur is 1. Okay, that is nothing but sure event. It has to happen. It's like pakka happen. Next, the probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. Such an event is called an impossible event. Now, can you all give me an example for an impossible event? Yes. Yes, Lakshman Prabhu, that is also one formula which can be written from here, correct? So, this P of E bar 1 minus P of E. So, this plus this equals to 1. Yes. So, now come on, brainstorm and tell me the answer. What is an example where the probability of an event which is impossible to occur? I have one example. I am waiting for you to give. Let us see who gives what example or answer. Okay, so I'll tell you an example so you could think of the other, correct? So my example is probability of getting a number 8 on the dice. Impossible, correct? If the no water in the earth, very good. Yeah, hopefully, right? We'll pray that there would be no possibility that no water on the earth, very good. So, if I say that the probability of getting 8 on the dice, do we get 8 on the dice? No, right? The dice numbers are numbered from 1 to 6. So, the probability of getting 8 on the dice is an impossible event. It will never happen, right? So, that is one example of impossible event. So, again, this is impossible event. The probability is, of sure thing is 1. Probability of an impossible event is 0. So, these are like 2 important things you have to remember. That's it. Okay. No water in the earth. Okay, next. So here we have questions. One card is drawn from a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards. Calculate the probability that the card will be an ace. So are we all aware of cards, 52 cards in a deck, correct? So what is an ace? Nothing but this A, like on the card is written A, correct? And not be an ace also. Okay. So, let me just give you a glimpse, okay? Okay, if we are in 4D dimension, it is possible, ma'am. So, Lakshmana Prabhu, of course, maybe it's possible, but then when we are talking about things, or events, we are actually thinking like in a present scenario. We are not thinking about metaverse or 4D dimension or in a parallel universe, no, okay? Because I know that might be possible. Now, everything is possible, maybe. It's really, right? There are many discoveries and inventions happening. Maybe that could be possible. But then when we're talking about something, we are talking about the present scenario. Okay. But then I really love that you're thinking in that dimension. Good. So, right. So let us go back to the problem. Okay. So one card is drawn from a well-shuffled deck of cards. So there are 52 cards, correct? So these are divided into 13, 13, 13, 13. What are these? Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. In each one there will be one ace card, right? So here also one ace card will be there. Here also one ace. Here also one ace. Here also one ace. Now tell me, what is the probability that the card will be an ace? Come on, answer it. I have just given you the concept. Now you can answer the first question as well as second question. Okay. So what is the probability of an event? Just let me write here. Number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes, correct? 13 by 52. 13 by 52. How come it's 13 by 52? Ace card. Okay, so out of what are the total number of outcomes? 52 cards, correct? There are total 52 cards. So this is 52, right? Now, number of outcomes to be an ace. So here one is, here one is, here one is, here one is. So there are only 4 ace cards, correct? So it will be 4 by 52. That is 1 by 13, right? So, okay, right. Now, not an ace card. So, this is an event. The second one is event not happening, correct? And what have we studied? Probability of event plus probability of event not happening is equals to 1, right? So, what is probability of event here? That is to be an ace, 1 by 13. So, 1 by 13 plus P of not ace is equals to 1. So, P of, that is probability of not getting an ace is 1 minus 1 by 13. That is 12 by 13. Right. Very good, Lakshmana Prabhu. 4 by 52 is correct. So, this is 12 by 13. So, do you want me to discuss this like deck of cards in a separate slide? So, if you want like complete information, I would give it. Okay. So, just comment. So, this is about the problem ace and not an ace. Next. Harpreet tosses 2 different coins simultaneously. Let it be 1 rupee coin and 2 rupees coin. What is the probability that she gets at least 1 head? Come on, answer it. Understand the question. What is the probability that she gets at least 1 head? So, when you are tossing 2 coins, what might be the outcomes? So, 2 coins tossed. Correct? So, what are the number of, or wait, let me just write possible outcomes. Possible outcomes. Possible outcomes. What are possible outcomes here? 1 by 2 or 2 by 4? Okay, 1 by 2. Are you sure? Read the question again. Okay, I am giving you time. So, when 2 coins are tossed, what are the outcomes I am getting? 1 is head. Both I can get head. Or on first coin I can get head. Second coin I'll be getting tail. Or first coin it is tail. Second coin it is head. Next, tail. Correct? So these are the possible outcomes. So how many possible outcomes are there? There are 4 outcomes. Correct? Now, at least 1 head. That is, in all these 4 outcomes, how many times there is at least 1 head present? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Correct? So, probability of at least 1 head is equals to 3 by 4. Okay? Alright. So, these are very important. The words at least and utmost are like most confusing words in probability. Yes, very good, Lakshmana Prabhu. 3 by 4 is correct. So, when you are reading the question, read it twice, thrice. It's fine. But understand what is given. Is it given at least or is it given utmost? Okay. So, these are 2 different words. So, yes, please practice more of these kind of problems, so as to, be it easier for you in the exam. Nothing else. Next. Okay. 2 dice, 1 blue and 1 grey are thrown at the same time. Write down all the possible outcomes. What is the probability that the sum of the 2 numbers appearing on the top of the dice is 8? Sum should be 8. There are 2 dice, okay? 1 is grey, 1 is blue. We are like literally rolling it. So, there are 2 dice. What are the possible outcomes? Let me write 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Right? So, same goes with 2, 1, 2, 2, right? 2, 3, and so on. Say till 2, 6. Next, this is 3, 1, so on till 3, 6. Okay, just let me rewrite that. These are actually, you have to just list out all the possible outcomes. So I am just giving you, but you have to fill it, okay? Please write it. So same thing, 4, 1 till 4, 6. Then 5, 1, then 6, 1. 5, 1 till 5, 6. 6, 1 till 6, 6. So these are all the possible outcomes. So what are the total number of outcomes? Total possible outcomes is equals to, this is 6, this is 6. 6 times 6, 36. 36. Right? So now we just got what are the total possible outcomes when 2 dice are rolled. What is the first question? What is the probability that sum of the two numbers appearing on the top of the dice is 8? Okay, let us list it. So it can be 2, 6, right? 3, 5, 4, 4. Next 5, 3. Next is 6, 2, correct? So is there any other chance we would get the sum 8? No way. So how many favorable outcomes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probability of sum 8 is equals to 5 by 36. Okay. Next. Okay. 13. Sum 13. Is this even possible? Is the sum 13 possible? Let us check. 9 by 36 you got, Lakshmana Prabhu. Okay, how do you get 9 by 36? What are the favorable outcomes of sum 8? Please mention. Alright, so you mentioned, okay. By now we'll just see the 13. So I know that the last greater numbers are 6 and 6, correct? So what is 6 plus 6? It is 12. So there is no chance I would be getting the sum 13, right? So probability of sum 13 is 0 by 36, that is 0. So what do we call an event when the probability is 0? It is called an impossible event, correct? So probability of getting sum 13 when 2 dice are rolled is 0. Next, what is the probability that the sum of the two numbers appearing on the top of the dice is less than or equal to 12? So what is it? It is 1. It is a sure event because at most we'll be getting 12. Otherwise less than 12. Correct? So probability of less than or equal to 12 is 1. That is probability is less than or equal to 12 is 36 by 36, that is 1. Okay. Right, so this is about the dice. When 2 dice are rolled, how many possible outcomes are there? 36. Okay, always remember, and when they ask you to list down the all possible outcomes, you can list it in this way. Right? Next. Okay, the same question. So now, let us once go through the deck of cards because this is one confusing topic, right? We would be really messed up when this question is given and it will be like a clumsy kind of thing. So let us just see. How many cards are there? 52. Correct? So in 52 cards, hearts, clubs, spade and diamond. Right? So what are red cards and black cards? This is heart is red, clubs are black, spade is also black and diamond is red. Now I have a question. Now in a deck of 52 cards, I have picked a card randomly, okay? What is the probability that it is a red color card? Come on, answer it. What is the probability that the card I picked is a red color card? So answer it, then I'll go to the next step. Okay, let me tell you. So this is 13, this is 13, this is 13, this is 13, correct? So red card is 13 plus 13, 26. Probability of red card is equals to 13 plus 13, 26 by total possible outcomes, 52. That is 1 by 2. So the answer is 1 by 2. Okay. This is about probability of red card. So let me just erase this. So I am repeating it again. In a deck of 52 cards, there are hearts, clubs, spade and diamond. Hearts and diamonds are red, clubs and spades are black. Now each of them are a set of 13 cards. Okay, each of them are a set of 13 cards. So what do we have in this 13? Let me explain you that as well. So in 13, 1 king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8. Okay. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these are the set of cards in one set. You will be having these. Now, so you all know king, queen, jack, correct? So in this also there will be 1 king, queen, jack. In this also 1 king, queen, jack. So on these two, correct? So what are these king, queen and jack called? They are called face cards. What are face cards? King, queen and jack. Okay, these are known as face cards. So in the question, when they ask you what is the probability of face cards, you have to count king, queen, jack cards in all the sets. Okay, so this is about a deck of cards. So right, you know that 13 each, there are 4, 2 set of red, 2 are black. Next, you know in the set of 13 cards what are they, and you know also what are face cards, correct? Next, leap year. What is the leap year? We know that it has 366 days, correct? 366 days. So how can I write this 366 days as 366 divided by 7? 7 5s are 35, 1, 6, 7 2s are 14, 2. So it is 52 weeks plus 2 days. 52 weeks plus 2 days. Correct? And what happens if it is not a leap year? That is not a leap year. That is 365 days. So how can you write it in terms of weeks? 52 weeks plus 1 day, correct? Now, let me explain you why I am telling this. Okay, let's solve one question. What is the probability? What is probability that there are 53 Sundays in a leap year? In a leap year. So this is my question. So how do I do it? What is the probability that, P is probability, okay? What is the probability that there are 53 Sundays in a leap year? So let us do this, okay? I know that 53 Sundays should come. So 52 Sundays will obviously come, correct? So in these 2 days, it can be Sunday, Monday or Saturday, Sunday, correct? So how many are there? Two chances are there. And how many days are there in a week? 7. So the answer will be 2 by 7. So this is the reason, this is the most repeated question in your board exams. Like every year it gets repeated, correct? So yes, what is the probability that there are 53 Sundays in a leap year? But if I ask you, what is the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a non-leap year? Answer it. what is the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a non-leap year? What would be the answer? Okay, let us check that as well. It will be 52 weeks plus 1 day. So this has to be Sunday, correct? So there is only one favorable outcome. And what are the total possible outcomes? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That is 7. So it will be 1 by 7. Okay. So do not get confused between a leap year and a non-leap year. Make sure you just remember this. 366 days can be written as 52 weeks plus 2 days. 365 days can be written as 52 weeks plus 1 day. So now if any question is given, just relate to these and you can answer it. Okay. So yes. So we have completed. I have just taken major questions of probability and picked it up. So yeah, this is it for today's class, today's session. So once we'll just go through the coding because it's 8 to 9:30 and we have also seen the schedule of class 9 one shot, correct? So yes, thank you everyone. I hope the session was helpful. Wish you all the best for your exams. So let us again meet on 23rd, which is surface area and volume. Okay. So, but to like in between, you will be having physics and chemistry, I guess. So please do attend. All right. Okay. Bye everyone.